What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Payback 2023 predictions. So yeah, sorry for the camera work in this. My tripod's sort of just given up. The bit that holds the phone in place has fell off and I don't know where it's gone. I'm filming this from inside like a tower shelf thing because my table's over there. It's sort of like an art space now because I'm working on the crowd backdrop at the minute. Top tiers getting there. I've finished all the skin tones, just filling in shirts and stuff. This side is a little bit bright, might need to dull it out a bit, but yeah. Back to this. Payback is a six match card, which is fairly normal for a Triple H pay-per-view. Gunther vs Chad Gable was taken off because he likes the slimmer cards. So yeah, that's going to be a great match on Raw, or maybe it will get put back to a pay-per-view like Becky and Trish. But yeah, that'll probably be great. Gunther's still going to win, I think, because he's not reached the record. But obviously with Gable winning by count out the other week, I think there'll be like a stipulation that count out, no champion's advantage sort of thing, and Gunther will like get in at 9 3/4 or something, and there'll be a big spot. But yeah, on to the matches. 2 out of the 6 are women's matches, so we'll get to those first. Like I just mentioned, Becky versus Trish was put back from SummerSlam. They weren't thrilled about it, but they did manage to get it back on a pay-per-view and Payback in this case. I think it's pretty obvious Becky is going to win, or she should at least, because Trish is pretty old. You know, even though she looks great in the ring and everything, still she hasn't aged. You know, since she's been last in the ring and all that. But for me, Becky's still got to win because Trish, you don't know how long she's going to be about for at the minute. And then we have the Judgment Day. Mami, or Rhea Ripley, as she's more formally called, is defending against Raquel Rodriguez. I thought that would be like a Mania match or something, potentially. And she could maybe dethrone Rhea at some point, but it's way too early. Rhea's going to retain, I'm pretty sure, unless Dom does something stupid. But yeah, oh, sorry, I just need the shelf. But yeah, on to the matches that I have figures of. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Sami and Kevin. I'll be honest, before I checked the match card, didn't even know this was happening, which is poor from me really, but I'm a bit more out of the loop than I'd like to admit at the minute. But yeah, that right there is the main reason why these are going to lose. I think I did lose the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm not sure where that's gone, so that's why I've got Otis's lunchbox. But yeah, I know it is a bit up in the air in the minute with like Sami and Kevin's whole situation with the injuries and Kevin saying he's going to retire sooner rather than later and all of that stuff. I still think that the Money in the Bank briefcase is the biggest part of the stable at the minute, and yeah, Sami and Kevin are going to retain. You're going to see a bigger rift between Finn and Priest. Maybe JD McDonough could come out and help them or something, but I still think Sami and Kevin are going to win this one. Up next title match, we have the new US champion Rey Mysterio defending against old champion Austin Theory. Now, I think Rey's going to retain for a couple of reasons. Number 1, he's just won the belt. Number 2, Theory's just lost it, and it was a fairly shit reign. That's as well as I can put it, really. It wasn't great, was it? Let's be honest. It was really long. Not much happened. I can remember him winning the title. I can remember the US title Elimination Chamber match. I can remember his match at Mania with Cena, which is unfortunately like the worst match at night 1, and that's about it. So that's number 2 reasons why Rey's going to retain, and number 3 is Santos Escobar. I think we're going to see that feud at some point, like the tension in the LWO, I guess you can call it. But yeah, that's got to happen at some point, right? I'm guessing Santos Escobar would turn heel. But yeah, there's more of a story there, and Theory can go on to do something else, like maybe be involved with The Miz, who is going to be fighting LA Knight, and there's only one winner here, and it's got me saying LA Knight, yeah, is going to win this one, and maybe go on to be the US champion soon, maybe. I'm not sure. We could see a little tag team feud that I'll get to more in a minute. But main event time, guessing this is going to be the main event at least. Shinsuke Nakamura and Mr. Seth freaking Rollins. This is very much like the Finn match. I thought Finn should have won that, to be honest. He really should have. I know we're still getting the Rift in Judgment Day, and I'm fine with that, but Finn should have won the title. A very similar situation here. I think Nakamura should win. I want Nakamura to win, but I think Seth will retain. I did think Finn would actually win that one, to be fair, so it's not completely the same. But yeah, I do think Seth will retain this time, but I think Nakamura should win, and I want him to. He deserves another run on top. Well, not another run. He never beat AJ. He should have beat AJ, or he should have beat him clean, or he should have lost clean. I don't know. Why? They just ruined what should have been the main event of WrestleMania 34. But enough about that. He should have beat AJ. Should have been the WWE champion. Now he should be the World Heavyweight champion, to be honest. You know, you can play off the back injury and everything. You could put him out on the shelf for a while and maybe claim to be the interim champion. What do you call that? I can't remember what you call that, but yeah, have him as a parade around with the belt while Seth's out injured. You could have him joke about how he injured his back at Payback and all of that. But yeah, Seth is still going to win that one for me. A couple more things to talk about. Onto this man right here, John Cena. Can we pose him in here? Maybe I'll just pose him for the thumbnail shot. That's good enough for me. Yeah, Cena was at SmackDown last night. He was talking to Jimmy Uso or something. I didn't watch SmackDown, like I said, I think. But yeah, surely if Cena's going to be at SmackDown for like 8 weeks or something, he's got to be a Payback, right? He's got to do something, maybe with LA Knight, maybe with Theory. Maybe we could see a Theory face turn at some point and work with Cena. And, you know, forgive Cena or something, or apologise to Cena. I don't know. I want to see a Theory face turn. He's a... I've seen like interactions with fans and stuff. He's a pretty wholesome guy. He would be a really good face, I think. Better than some of his heel work, at least. But yeah, Cena's got to be involved in something. Setting up a match at Superstar Spectacle. Has his match been announced? I don't think it has. But yeah, on to a bit of a sadder note here. We have Bo Dallas and The Fiend Bray Wyatt. I am expecting a tribute. I'm going to have to switch hands here. I'm recording with my right, which is a bad idea when you've got opposed figures. Yeah, The Fiend and Bo Dallas. I would expect there to be another Bray Wyatt tribute on the show, sort of to round it off, as we had the first SmackDown show and we had it on Raw earlier in the week. Yeah, I think there should be like a final tribute to Bray on Payback, because Payback's been a pretty big pay-per-view for Bray in his career. Obviously, 3 years ago is when he dropped the Universal title to Roman Reigns in Triple Threat with Braun, and it feels like ages ago his reign was, but that was the last time anyone dropped the Universal title, which is pretty crazy. Really puts Roman's reign into perspective. And Payback 2017 was the pretty polarizing House of Horrors match when he fought Randy Orton. So, you know, he's had some big moments at Payback, and obviously he was rumoured to return at Payback, and tragically that's not going to happen, unfortunately. But that being said, I would like to see Bo Dallas, or sorry, just ran out of storage there. But as I was saying, would like to see Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy return at Payback instead to carry on Bray's legacy, you know, the Wyndham Six and everything, and keep that going. I would like to see IRS or Mike Rotunda, I think his name is, maybe get a moment or something to say something. I'm not sure, I'm just sort of spitballing here. And obviously Cena, if he does come back, he could say a few words about Bray, because he was one of Bray's big rivals in his career. Obviously he had the 2 Mania matches. He should have went over at WrestleMania 30, everyone knows that, right? He really should have went over. But without that, we probably don't get the Firefly Funhouse match, which was a great match, I thought. I know some people weren't big fans, but I like the cinematic matches and, you know, everything around the Firefly Funhouse. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy Payback. I hope my predictions are right for a change. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt.